The search is on for two dangerous inmates. They overpowered their prison guard and escaped from the Rutherford County Jail. Take a look. These men here, Dwayne Lee Halfacre and Jonathan Cody Baxter, hopped over a razor wire fence at the jail, and police are warning they are dangerous.
It's been a year since I've ran this part of the river. It's been about 3 years since I laid foot on this unit. I'm excited but nervous. I grew up running the banks of this river, and it wasn't until I got a boat that I realized the respect you have to have for a river and its strengths. And I've seen what this river can do at its worst. I have to make this count though. We're low and mean in the freezer. And what makes this weight on my shoulders heavier is knowing that I have a family to feed. I'm just blessed that I have a family that understands what I have to do to make ends meet. I have less than an hour to attempt to harvest a deer. Yeah, can I get... Thank you. You have a good day. And yes, I will pull a boat through dry forest. Son of a... Oh, a man cannot catch a break at all. Can't catch a break. I guess that's what just makes our lives interesting, is the fact that it is just a struggle every day. I'm honestly just going ahead and give the deer season a break and try not to stress about it as much as I have been lately. I'm going to go ahead and put my limb lines back up, focus on fishing for a little bit, and then once the colder days come, or if I know it's going to be storming really bad, then I'll worry about going hunting. Well, that's good.
At the end, you answer a question.
My weights are, I'm assuming, dried. I'll give it one more day for them to sit or whatever before I go ahead and crack open the cups, but yeah, guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep on focusing. I mean, look, I still got spray on me and they're still attacking me. You know what? I just realized I didn't explain to y'all exactly what happened.
Lil, I got dash.
You like, don't squeeze it.
Hey, bud. Happy birthday.
I love
We're giving kids a little birthday surprise.
it. I'm a dinosaur.
Bobo!
And Bo's excited because he's got yogurt.
No,
Oh yeah, he's
what?
excited because he got yogurt. Even though he should have been eating his food first. Alright. Well, after spending some time, 2 seconds with the kids because they were super excited about getting Happy Meal, so now they're upstairs playing with their Happy Meal toys. Quick run through about today. Wow, I never experienced one of these days before, and I guess that's what makes it so frustrating. So of course I'm at work doing what I need to do and I keep on seeing a helicopter fly above our facility, I guess what you call it. Next thing I know, I'm sitting there driving my company vehicle inside the property, and I end up with the sheriff behind me. Now where I'm at, we got like security, and it's very rare to see any type of officer inside that facility unless they're like targeting somebody that works for the facility and they need to bring them in. So I figured out what the issue was. Well, then I let him go around me, and he stopped beside me, and for a second I was like, wait a second, hold on, is there something about me that I don't know about? And he's like, hey, I need everybody that's out in the yard right now to be careful, keep an eye out. We have 2 fugitives that broke out of the jail, and they're dangerous, and we think they're within this area. That was all the information he gave me. And after doing a little bit of, I mean, it's the internet, but after doing a little bit of Facebook research, found out that these inmates, of course, did break out, and they were in the area, and they were super dangerous. And it wasn't until I got off of work that I was able to watch the feed and the live report that they have yet to find these guys. I spent yesterday making sure that if this storm hit, or when this storm hit, that I was prepared for it, and I could make that run down the river and get to the spot where I know they're deer and be successful for once in the early season. Storm never hit, cloudy all day, so the deer probably ran all day long, but that didn't bother me as much as the whole fugitives escaping. They escaped in the same county where I work, and on top of that, they escaped in the same exact area where I planned on hunting. I mean, what? You're talking about not catching a break. So, to be on the safe side and make sure that I wasn't going to put myself in harm, and ended up back home at the end of the evening, I went ahead to a different location. Same exact results, a dangerous part of the river to ride. You really have to either have you really technically got to have a flat bottom to run this part of the river, because there's parts where it drops 30 feet, and then there's parts where there's literally only 6 inches of water. And then it being a man-made river, it's certain sections have like rocks build up in it to provide habitat for the fish and everything. So you really got to know where you're going without injuring yourself or even your boat. But I made it to that part, and I get out, and everything's going well. Blue jays are acting freaking crazy, so I basically just turned off the camera and I started hunting. I didn't even get 100 yards into the unit that I was in, and with spray, protection, everything you could think of to protect myself from mosquitoes, I got literally, words could not describe what I went through. 100 yards, I practically ran back to the boat, and that's not me. Normally, I'm one to stick it out through whatever nature throws at me. But it was one of those. Today was one of those days like you really had to contemplate what was more important. Just say screw it and go to the store and buy meat for the week, or end up in the hospital with some type of disease from mosquitoes and wind up spending thousands of dollars to get yourself better. And on top of that, you're missing work. But like I said, I'm going to focus on the fishing. And the reason being is because, I mean, when I go reset my lines, it's going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt, because I got to remember exactly where my limbs were in my honey hole. And I'll have to go through the mosquitoes one more time, but once I set the lines and I go out there, it really doesn't take me long to check them and harvest whatever's on my lines. it's a little frustrating. This is the first year where it's probably frustrating the most. You know, I started vlogging, and when I started vlogging, it was during spring turkey, and I did one limb line check on the river that I just came from, and it was just back-to-back failure. And I really wanted to capture moments of me being successful, because I'm normally always successful. You know, deer season, that's one thing. You're gonna spend 4 days out there scouting, looking, hunting, and 10 days later you're gonna wind up, you know, finally harvesting a deer. But lately it's, you know, I try to go to the areas where I know for a fact they are, because I need to hurry up and put meat on the table, and it's not really working out like I would have planned. But I mean, that's hunting, and that's what is expected.